All right, let's just jump right in. If you're building with AI or any kind of automation, you know the command line is your best friend. But let's be honest, sometimes it feels more like your worst enemy, just a total chaotic mess. So in this explainer, we're going to change that. We're going to take all that chaos and turn it into a clean, organized, and way more powerful system.
Does this look familiar? You're about to run a command, you kind of hold your breath and just pray that nothing explodes? Yeah. If you're constantly walking on eggshells, worried that one tiny update is going to bring your whole setup crashing down, then you're in exactly the right place. And look, if you're nodding along to any of these, you are not alone. One day your script is running perfectly, the next day, it's just a wall of red error messages. You're juggling Python versions, Node versions, and a million other tools, and it feels like they're all in a cage match. This isn't your fault. It's just a sign that your setup has gotten a little too complicated for its own good. So let's give it a name: command line chaos. It's that stage we all go through where we know just enough to copy and paste commands, but maybe not enough to really get how all the pieces fit together. But the good news? We're about to leave that phase behind for good.
This right here, this is the real root of the problem. You follow a tutorial, you paste a command, and hey, it works at first. But over time, all those little commands from all those different guides, they start to build up. And they create this tangled web that's just, well, it's a house of cards. It's fragile and totally unpredictable. We need a better way to think about all this.
And this is it. This one simple analogy. This is going to be our big aha moment. We're going to completely reframe how you see your terminal. It's not a random juncture of commands anymore. From now on, it's a well-organized series of digital kitchens.
So here's the mental model. Just imagine every single project you work on has its own dedicated, pristine kitchen. It's got its own specific ingredients, those are your packages, and its own appliances, those are your tools. This idea of separation, you gotta remember it. It is absolutely everything.
And this just nails it. The tool you use to install your big, system-wide appliances like Homebrew is completely different from the tool you use to stock the pantry in one specific kitchen, like pip for Python. The moment you mix them up, that's when you get chaos. Just look at the difference here. On the left, that's probably where you are right now. It's one giant, messy kitchen where everything is thrown together. You upgrade the oven, and suddenly the microwave stops working. It makes no sense. But on the right, that's where we're headed. A whole system of clean, separate kitchens where every project has exactly what it needs, and nothing it doesn't. So how do we actually build these nice new kitchens? Well, you need the right appliances. So let's meet the three main tools that are going to bring some serious order to your system: Homebrew, pip, and NPM. Okay, first up is Homebrew. The easiest way to think about it is, it's the app store for developers. It's the company you call to install the big, heavy-duty appliances for your whole house, things you want available everywhere, like the Python language itself, or Node, or Git. It handles your system-level tools. And listen, you don't need to go memorize a giant list of commands. Just start with these three. Brew install gets you a new tool. Brew upgrade keeps everything fresh and up to date. And brew list, well, it just shows you what you've got. If you master just these three, you are honestly 80% of the way there. Now, let's talk about pip. Pip is for buying your ingredients, your Python packages. But here's the golden rule. You have to burn this into your brain. You never use pip in the main house. You only use pip once you are inside one of those specific isolated project kitchens, what we call a virtual environment. And again, super simple. Once you're inside that project kitchen, these are your go-to moves. You install a new package, you install a whole shopping list of packages from a requirements.txt file, and then you create that file so someone else can build the exact same kitchen. It's simple, it's clean, and most importantly, it's isolated. And for all you JavaScript folks, don't worry, we got you. NVM and NPM do pretty much the same job. NVM, the Node Version Manager, it's like having different ovens that all cook at different temperatures. It lets you switch Node versions for different projects. And then NPM goes and installs all the specific ingredients for that project's recipe. All right, now we are at the absolute heart of the solution. This is where we lay down the rules that are going to prevent like 99% of your future headaches. And it all boils down to one single powerful word: isolation. So here's the problem in a nutshell. Picture this. Project A needs version 1 of a certain package. But oh no, Project B needs version 2 of that same package. If you install them both in that one big messy kitchen, what we call a global install, they're going to clash, and one or maybe even both of your projects will just break. So what's the solution? It's this simple
3-step recipe. You do this for every single Python project you start. Number 1, you create the kitchen. Number 2, you enter the kitchen. You activate it. And number 3, you add your ingredients with pip. That's it. Seriously, this one habit, it will change everything for you.
Okay. Knowing what to do is one thing, right? But actually making it stick is a whole different ballgame. Just watching this isn't going to cut it. So let's talk about how you can actually build the muscle memory and the intuition to make all of this feel like second nature.
First thing, just forget about memorizing a giant cheat sheet. It doesn't work. Instead, you're going to adopt something called the 3 times rule. It's a really simple but super powerful way to learn that gets you from just mindlessly copy-pasting to actually understanding what you're doing. Here's how it works. The first time you see a new command, sure, copy and paste it. No problem. The second time, you read what it does, you understand it, and then you run it. The third time, you try to type it out from memory. You combine that with giving yourself little challenges, keeping a journal of what breaks and why. And my personal favorite, try to explain it to a rubber duck. I'm serious. If you can't explain it simply, you don't know it yet. This is how you actually learn.
And that brings us to the final, and maybe most important, mindset shift. You're not trying to become a walking encyclopedia of terminal commands. That's not the goal. The real goal is to build a gut feeling, an intuition for how the system works. To just know where things are supposed to live, how the tools connect, and what to check first when things, and they will, inevitably break.
So we're going to leave you with this question. You now have the digital kitchen model. You know the tools. You know the golden rules of isolation. So take a look at your current setup. What's the one messy corner of your digital house that you're going to go clean up first?